So in response to a couple of comments on YouTube, I've decided to make a little video of my experience with a parking ticket company who threatened to take me to court. First of all, I just want to say that, you know, this isn't foolproof advice. I'm not going to guarantee this works. This is just my experience, and it looks like it's paid off for me. And you know, if you want to try it, if you want to go for it, then great. But what I will say is, don't be afraid of these companies. I think a lot of it is idle threats, in the hope that people will be so scared that fees are going to go through the roof that they're going to just pay whatever they can get away with. But I was not going to let these get away with this. So anyway, this goes back to a parking ticket that was issued back 5 years ago. So since then, I've moved house, and you know, I got this letter from the Northampton County Court Business Centre. So it looked a lot more serious than the normal debt collection letters that they sort of scare and threaten you with. So I thought I'd better investigate this and see what it's all about. So when I looked into it, I found out that it isn't actually a court. There is no judges there or anything like that. They've got no real legal powers. It's mainly just an administration centre that I think the government is set up for companies like this to try and put small claims through. But yeah, it's not a court, so don't worry about anything like that. However, I did read that if you don't reply to this letter, that you can get an automatic CCJ. So I thought I better reply to it. So what you had to do was go online, and you had to state whether you were going to defend the case, defend part of the case, or accept liability and pay. Well, this was for £283. I was never ever going to pay that for, you know, some parking from 5 years ago. So I went online and defended the entire case, stated that I've never had any correspondence or proof of this incident. I've never agreed to any contract. If I had parked there, I never entered into any contract or agreed any contract when I entered that car park. The actual amount of money that they are asking for is ridiculous. There is absolutely no justification for that amount of money. And that was about the amount of my defence. I then had to wait a week or so for me to receive a letter saying that where is it? It's not there. I could basically receive the letter stating that the claimant here we go. So it basically says this was off DCB Legal, a civil and commercial litigation solicitors. It basically said, having read the content of your defence, we are writing to inform you that our client intends to proceed with the claim. The court will direct both parties to file direction questionnaires in due course. In anticipation of that, we're enclosing a copy. Without prejudice to the above, in order to assist the court in achieving its overriding objective, our client may be prepared to settle this case. In the event you wish to discuss settlement, please call us on whatever phone number within 7 days and make an immediate reference to this correspondence. So what I did from there is I actually phoned them up to make them an offer, and the offer was going to be, I will pay you 2 hours parking fees, whichever that was, I don't know, £4 or something, and I'll even put 8% compound interest on that, you know, another couple of pounds for them in the bank. They were too busy to speak to me, so I didn't reply to anything from there. Actually, no, I lie. They sent this directions questionnaire, and I didn't see the point of it, to be perfectly honest, because it didn't give me any information other than where they wanted to hold the court proceedings at, which I think in this case was going to be Runcorn. So yeah, I started to feel that they wanted me to go down the mediation route, because the thought of going down to Runcorn is going to be more cost on top of the £283 and other court fees and that. So I felt that it was more scare tactics, to be perfectly honest. So I sent them back my directions questionnaire, and I stated that I felt that the court proceedings should be held in my hometown, because that is where this alleged offence had taken place. I also stated that it asks you when you would be, if there's any days that you wouldn't be free in the next 6 months. I stated that I would not be free in the next 6 months, just to be a little bit awkward, I guess. And along with that, I sent a letter. In the letter, I stated that I had never received any correspondence off this company, no debt letters. They may have sent them, however, as far as I was concerned, I'd never received any. I stated once I'm presented with this evidence, again, I will pay them 2 hours parking fees, and I'll put 8% interest, compound interest on it. If they're not happy with that, I said that I want a breakdown of the costs to justify £283, because there is no way on earth it costs £283, this incident. And I said I will happily go to court and fight these thieves and criminals. And from there, that was over 3 months ago. I've not heard anything. No one's got back to me about it. And I think it's absolutely disgusting that solicitors are a part of this, knowing that they don't have any power to win these cases, and they're sending letters out to threaten people into pain. I think it's disgusting. And I think that's the top and bottom of what these companies do. They send letters out and they put these threats out, and they don't let people off with these incidents, because then ultimately they will threaten people and threaten them until the point it's got to go to court. That's their only option. And if people still don't back down at that point, they'll just drop it, because they know once it gets into court, they probably don't have a leg to stand on. Because, like I say, you're not entering into a contract when you're parking in there. So yeah, that's my experience. Again, it's up to you whether you want to follow what I have done. I certainly wouldn't crumble at the first letter that you get. These debt collection people trying to scare you, I certainly wouldn't crumble there. I would push it as far as I can, and like I say, they're always pushing for mediation anyway. So I guess if your nerve went, you could maybe always offer them £100. I think they'll probably take it. So yeah, good luck with whatever you decide to do. If anyone's got any other advice or anything that contradicts what I've said, post a comment and let people know. Because I think we need to stand up to these companies, because I think it's absolutely disgusting that they're getting away with it. There's good, honest people out there who may have bought a ticket, overstayed a little bit of time, and are getting forced into or pressured into paying silly amounts of money, and they don't need to, and it's not justified. So again, I'm not against paying for parking. You know, there's a reason there, but you know, sometimes there's reasons why we haven't got a ticket. Sometimes there's reasons why, you know, we've overstayed, and and people shouldn't be punished like that, especially by these crooks and criminals. So yeah, let us know what you think, and let us know your experiences, and good luck.